Hello, welcome to PowerPoint 2010. In this tutorial we're going to talk about things you can do with pictures. So I'm on this page with the Teach Act 2002 and there's a couple things I can do. I don't have a content placeholder to put a box to put a picture into, so one of the options I can use is to click on my home ribbon and change the layout to one that does have that. So I could change this to a to content slide and then put my two pieces of content just side by side. And then I can use this button to insert a picture from a file, or I can go to the insert ribbon and choose the picture button. Either one will work. I'm going to just go ahead and click on this picture from a file. By default, PowerPoint 2010 will open the picture folder, but as I've mentioned, it's probably a good idea to create a project folder. So in the Documents folder, I have this Internet Safety and Ethics folder. I'll select that, and you'll notice I've got other things in there, but it's only showing pictures. This is a picture that I obtained from Flickr, and it's only showing that. If I want to make sure that all my other stuff is there, I can tell it to show me all files, and you'll see that my other files are there as well. I'm going to leave that set to all pictures because this is a picture I'm trying to put in after all. I'm going to select that picture. If I want to see more about what that picture is like other than just the name, I can choose the More options here and choose to view it as a large icon. Then I can see that that is the Constitution picture that I got from Flickr. So I'm going to insert that. And that's all there is to inserting an image. But you'll notice that when I insert that image, a new contextual ribbon pops up. This is a ribbon that allows you to do things with your image more than just having it in. The first couple things I want to point out about using an image are the resize options. If you use the corner of this, you can click and drag up to resize it proportionally from the opposite corner. So it'll resize it smaller or larger from the opposite corner. Now sometimes that's not something you want to do. I'm going to hit the undo on that just to reset my picture. Another option you have is if you hold down the control button on your mouse on your keyboard and then click and select the corner, it will allow you to resize that image from the center. Notice it's resizing proportionally from all sides, and that's a toggle switch. So if I let go of it, it'll resize from the corner. Click it again, it'll resize. Hold it again, it should. Oh, mine's not working, but most of the time you can hold that and let it off and on. So I'm going to undo that change in size too. So I'm just going to leave it the way it was originally set. Now you'll also notice that PowerPoint's got some pretty powerful and useful editing tools. One of them is a crop tool that'll allow me to actually carve off pieces of the document. So if I wanted to, I could actually turn this Constitution photo into an image. I really like this new PowerPoint because it also kind of still lets you see the rest of the photo, because in reality I'm not actually cropping that photo. I'm not changing the original file at all. I'm just applying what's called a mask, or known as a mask. To unmask that, I just click the crop tool again, and then I can use those crop handles to unmask my image. Okay, select that back up, picture tools menu comes up. There's also a remove background tool that automatically removes unwanted portions of a picture. This is really useful like clip art that's the wrong color background or stuff like that. With some photos it's not going to work really well. There's a correction menu that lets you correct for some of the basic brightness, contrast, and sharpness, which is kind of useful. Whoops, I didn't. Let's get back to the picture tools ribbon. There's a color feature that lets you recolor items. This is kind of useful for making it, so that it matches our accent. I can make it so it fits if I wanted to create a graphic out of that image and wasn't so concerned with the image. There's also a way to something called a set transparent color. It doesn't do what most people think it does. It works kind of like the remove background tool. Let me just click on this and I'll show you how this works. If I click anywhere on the document, what it does is it makes transparent anything that's that exact color. So you notice this took out most of it and makes my document semi-transparent. It's kind of a useful thing for, again, clearing out a specific color on a clip art or something like that. Often and it's also nice for for effect on some photos. I'm going to undo that, and I'm also going to undo the last one. So there's also these artistic effects which are new in PowerPoint 2010. You can make it look, a little fancy and different, give it some kind of different artistic effects. There's additional ones, I think, also, and options for those. One of my favorite buttons is the Reset Picture button. If I click that, it'll discard all the changes we've made and kind of reset it to the exact size and shape we've done. This allows me to change to a different picture, and this button here is to compress the picture so it reduces its size in the document. Additionally to those tools, there are a set of border tools that allow you to create effects in image. I kind of like this reflected rounded rectangle. It's kind of nice. Let's click that one and add that effect. I'm going to move my document just a little bit so it kind of has a better look to it, but that really does kind of make that look nice. Select my image again. You have some tools here that allow you to fine-tune the picture border and layout. And then this is another toolbar that you're going to find on many of these insert and contextual ribbons. This allows you to arrange your items. PowerPoint works in layers. Each item is in a different layer, so you can bring things forward or backwards in order to arrange them the way that you need to. There's also a selection pane that allows you to pick which item you're trying to work with, which is kind of a useful tool as well. Now that moved me to a drawing tools menu because I'm on a different item. Click back here and I'm back to the picture tools menu, and I'll bring that back up. So that kind of gives us some of the major things. Oh, there's one other one here that you can manually set the size. This is useful for creating sizes of images that are identical on different slides. You can check the size on one image and make sure it's identical size on another one. I'm going to close this selection pane. I can click there, the little X that was available. The last thing I want to show you about managing images is this rotate button. It allows you to rotate your item to kind of adjust how it is arranged on the page. And then there's another really kind of fun feature that's useful. One of the other things you can do with this is kind of a unique little tool. It's kind of interesting, and you have to kind of work with it a little bit, but what you can do is you can pull one side of your crop all the way to the other, and what it does will rotate or flip your image. So you notice my We the People is now backwards compared to how it was before, and then I can drag that clear across back to make it, restore it. The trick to that is that you can kind of accidentally take it out of proportion a little bit doing that, but it is kind of a useful thing for flipping an image so that it looks the way you want it to. So that's kind of the features that are available for inserting and managing images. Hope you enjoy this tutorial.